And how do you like it here?
Well, I can't really grumble, you know, so.
What are your grumbles?
Well, I can't grumble, can I, really?
What do you think of it here?
Well, conditions are not too bad, you know.
What's the food like?
Manky.
200 yards away are the beaches where those early landings took place. And here beside me is the Sergeant of the Royal Marine Commandos who came ashore with those early landings just here. What is your name, Sergeant?
My name's Sergeant Farrington.
Where do you come from at home?
Northampton.
Sergeant Farrington, whereabouts did you land yourself?
Well, we landed just about there. We had the cathedral over there as our landing mark.
And did you get enough support for your landing from ships and aircraft?
Yes, we had the destroyers and the aircraft strapping. Also on hand, though, we had some cruisers and a battleship.
Did they give you supporting fire?
No, they didn't. We just had the destroyers.
Would they have normally done in an invasion landing?
Yes, I think so. In a normal run of events, we would.
Why didn't they in this case?
Well, the object was to cut the damage down to the minimum.
What's your biggest grouse, Sergeant, since the ceasefire?
Well, our biggest grouse, I think, is the publicity that the paratroopers got, in as much that the commando brigade landed first, they captured the place, and the paras took up guard duties, apart from those who landed on Gamal airfield.
You say that's unfair publicity?
Yes, the paratroopers, they did do a good job on the airfield, that's admitted, but the boys who came in afterwards from Cyprus, I don't think they were at all.
Well, you're getting your cut now.
Righto, thank you.
Well, these are men of the Pioneer Corps who are working here on the docks in Port Said. What's your job in civilian life?
Engineering.
Whereabouts?
In Bristol.
And what date were you called up on?
August bank holiday. August bank holiday Monday it was.
Not a very good day to be called up on.
No, it's not.
And how long have you been here in Port Said?
2 weeks now. Just over.
And what do you not like about it?
It's not too bad, I suppose. It could be worse.
What are your living conditions like?
Well, it could be better, I suppose.
What did you say?
Wicked.
In what way?
Well, we're sleeping on the floor, on concrete.
What's the food like?
Manky.
What do you think of the arrival of these United Nations troops?
I think it's very good indeed.
Why?
Because the situation we're in the moment, as soon as they come in, we're going out.
What is your name?
Corporal Mayo,
What unit do you belong to?
263 Royal Pioneer Corps.
And where do you live in England?
South Wales, Abergavenny.
Are you a reservist?
Yes, I'm a reservist.
When were you called up?
August the 6th.
Have you had any leave during that period?
Yes, I had 28 days agricultural leave.
And what do you think of it here?
Well, conditions are not too bad, you know. We've settled down reasonably now.
What's your food like?
It's pretty good, sir.
And the launch we're on is operated by men of the Inland Water Transport Section of the Royal Engineers. And that's one of the many jobs which is done by the Army here in Port Said. What's your name?
Lance Corporal Warren.
What's the job of the Inland Water Transport?
You mean in the
Section?
port?
Yes.
Well, mostly to discharging ships and on the craft in the port here itself, taking them inland and discharging them at the quay into warehouses or fuel dumps.
And here at the wheel of this launch is Sapper Cochin. Where do you come from?
Dartford, Kent.
And what's your work in civilian life?
Lightsman, Civvy Street.
Whereabouts?
On the London River, Thames.
And do you do the same work here?
Practically the same, something like.
What's been your main job here since you've been in Port Said?
Just running this launch about.
And what do you carry on it?
Nothing really, we carry officers, that's all, like no cargo.
Yeah.
Just a ferry service from where our base to the mainland.
Well, this is the main street of Port Said. The time is about 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's shopping time for British troops off duty. There's not very much for them to buy. Most of the shops are closed, although this week some shops have begun to open again and things have begun to get a little bit near normal life. I had a word with one or two of them to see if they were buying anything. What duties are you yourself performing?
Oh, it's guards, Morris.
Whereabouts?
Down near the ferry there.
At where?
Near the ferry.
And how do you like it?
Oh, it's not so bad.
What are your grumbles?
Well, I can't grumble, can I, really?
Are you a reservist?
Yeah, well, return regular.
Returned regular. When were
Yeah.
you called up? Yourself?
Well, I was called in 53.
Are you in the same regiment?
I'm the same regiment. He's called back in August, a reservist.
Did you get any leave in the...
I got a week before I came.
How do you like it here?
Well, I can't really grumble, you know. So-so.
So.
So-so.
What grumbles have you got?
Well, I suppose the same as everybody, want to be home for Christmas.
Do you have a lot to keep you busy or not?
No, plenty of work in all hours.
What sort of work are you doing apart from guard duties and so forth?
But it's all the same, we're in defence, like, we're doing all guards around the area and that. We don't get many jobs outside.
Have you bought anything in the street today?
No, not worth buying.
Nothing worth buying?
Been here before, I'm used to it.
Have you bought anything?
No, not today.
Thinking of buying anything?
No, not today.
Are you going to buy that?
I hope to, yeah.
What are you offered for it? What does he want for it?
He says £1.10.
Are you going to give it it?
No,
What do you offer?
25 shillings.
You offer 25 shillings, isn't it?
No,
What do you want?
£1.10.
25 shillings, yeah.
Anything with
Point in.
Are you
25.
prepared to compromise?
No, 25.
Well, you're going to go home without it?
I'll get another one elsewhere if I can't get it.
He's going to go elsewhere. You
No.
prepared to drop?
No.
What have you got there?
Tablecloth runners.
What do they cost?
£3.10 for 2 sets.
Do you think that was expensive or cheap?
Not cheap at the size of them.
Thank you. What regiment are you in?
I'm attached to the Army Ordnance Corps.
What are you doing here? What is your work here in the...
Cooking myself. I'm in the ACC myself. Cooking.
Cooking?
Yes.
And are you enjoying it?
Well, it's pretty good at the moment, yes.
Are you a reservist?
Yes.
When were you? What's your job? Are you a cook in civilian life?
No,
What are you in civilian life?
driver in civilian life.
Why do they make you a cook?
Lord if I know.
What's your name?
My name is Matthews.
Sorry?
Matthews. John Matthews.
What rank?
As cook private,
Where do you come from?
based in Stoke, Hampshire.
And what regiment are you in?
Royal Pioneer Corps.
And what work are you doing in Port Said?
Mostly on the docks all the time. It's very nice. The weather's very nice, but there's still a thought in my mind of Christmas back home.
Are you a reservist?
Yes, I am.
What's your job in civilian life?
A lorry driver.
And do you like it on the whole, or are you fed up?
Well, pretty good now at the moment. It's very nice.
Nice weather anyway.
Yes.
But what's this you've got here?
It's a handbag for my girl.
And what's her name?
Her name is Miss Peckham, and she works in the Park Pro Hospital at Basingstoke.
And what have you got for her?
I've got a photograph which I've just had taken,
Yes.
and one for my brother.
And how much does that cost? Oh, I better not ask you that because your girlfriend might hear.
Yeah.
How much for this, John? 5? Oh, okay. Half crown? Half crown? 10 cigarettes. Huh?
No.
What else you got?
Very cheap, very cheap. Five. In Aberdeen. You've been in Aberdeen. Hey? In Aberdeen.
Where do you come from?
Edinburgh. Just the Portobello.
What regiment are you in?
Royal Engineers.
And what are you doing? What work are you doing in Port Said?
Port operating. First to come in here.
Port operating?
Port operating.
How long have you been here? Right since the very beginning?
Well, almost for the very beginning, after the paratroopers were in.
Are you a reservist?
Yeah, I'm a reserve.
What are you in civilian life?
Rail worker.
Here with me is an officer commanding one section of the military police in Port Said. What is your name?
My name is Lawson.
And you command a unit of the military police here.
I do indeed.
And how long have you been here?
Almost since landing day.
And have you got many reservists in your unit?
Yes, they're nearly all reservists.
Are you satisfied with them?
I am very satisfied.
Were any of them policemen in civilian life?
Not civil policemen, no. They're all military police reservists. But I am very pleased indeed with them because from the time they arrived, every man has worked many hours with a little sleep, and the morale has been maintained at a most high level.
Are you a reservist yourself?
No, I'm a regular officer.
Your men look very smart, if I may say so. Are they as smart as you would wish?
Comparatively speaking here, yes.
But not up to your highest standards, possibly.
UK standards, no, by no means.
But you don't blame your men for that?
Well, I set them to maintain the highest possible standard under existing circumstances.
Thank you very much indeed. What's your name, Corporal?
Corporal Collins.
Whereabouts do you come from?
I come from Twickenham in Middlesex.
And are you a reservist?
No, sir, I'm a national serviceman.
What's your job in civilian life?
In civilian life, I work as an accounts clerk in an insurance company.
How old are you?
19. Well, just 20, sir.
And have you been a military policeman all the time in your national service?
Yes, sir, except for the original fortnight's training when I first joined.
Corporal, your anklets and your webbing look extremely white, even though the Major says he'd like to see them perhaps a little bit whiter. Where do you get all the blanco from? Do you bring it with you over here?
Well, no, sir. When we arrived, we came with absolutely nothing at all. What we have got, we've scrounged from various sources in the location that we've been posted to.
Oh, and what sources are they? How is it made up of, this blanco? How is it made, this blanco?
Well, at the moment, that we're using at the moment has been made of a mixture of chalk, which we've obtained from the school we're living in, and added to that, we've used general purpose soap, which is supplied by the Army for our washing purposes.
Well, it looks very good.
Well, it serves.
Sergeant Major, how does this assignment in Port Said compare with some of your other military experiences in the military police?
Well, just like a game of cowboys and Indians. Yes. There's nothing to it, sir.
How do you feel about the men under you, the reservists in particular? They've been doing their job well?
They've done a very good job indeed, and they've really worked hard from morning to night, 24 hours, 36 hours without any rest at all, hardly. They come back, they've always been a bit cheerful about it, and had their little moans and groans, but
they haven't given you any trouble?
No trouble at all, sir.
Of course, there'd have to be somebody to give you some trouble, wouldn't they?
I think so, sir.
I see you've got some parachute wings on your sleeve. Are there many parachutists in the military police?
Oh, yes, there's quite a number. I am the only instructor, parachute jumping instructor in the military.
Well, is that a parachute instructor's badge?
Oh, no, I've got the parachute special one here.
Well, why aren't you wearing it, Sergeant Major?
Well,
you're not properly dressed.
I know. Well, when this operation started, it said we pack our kit in a hurry and come out, so here we are.
But you've had plenty of time to put that on, Sergeant Major.
No time at all.
Oh, I'll have to have a word with the Major, I think, about that.
Do that, sir.
Thank you very much.
Bye, thank you.
Vic, would you please tell me, what are your orders here?
Well, my only orders when I left Abu Swear, that was to go down here, and I was supposed to prevent any frictions between natives on one side and the Allied forces.
Prevent friction between
the Allied forces on one side and the natives on the other side.
Have you been successful in that?
Well, as a matter of fact, we haven't done any other thing yet.
What are you doing here with your troops, Major Vic?
Well, the days we have spent here, we have cleaned the camp, organized everything with the company here, doing some physical training, kept the company physically fit and so on, and making things comfortable for the company so far.
If and when the British, what's going to be your responsibility then?
Well, I don't think that hasn't been, the policy hasn't been laid down yet, and we are expecting further instructions on that subject from Cairo, from the United Nations headquarters.
Are you being supplied with anything or helped in any way by the British?
Oh, yes, we are. As a matter of fact, when we were on the other side at Abu Swear, we were supplied by the Egyptians, and now we are drawing from British stores.
What sort of cooperation have you had from the British here?
Oh, it's very good. I'm very satisfied with it.
Port Said railway station, and the train now coming in to platform 5 is another United Nations train, carrying with it a Danish contingent to join the Norwegian contingent, which is already here to form a joint Norwegian-Danish battalion. Here they are, you can see them in their bright blue helmets, the Danish contingent.
Yes.
Where have you come from today?
I come from Abu Swear.
When did you leave Denmark?
I leave Denmark 14 days ago.
How long have you been in the Danish army?
I've been in the Danish army 14 months.
And what's the average age of the people in your contingent here?
It's about 20.
About 20?
Yes.
Bach, Erik Bach.
Where do you come from?
From the whole way from Denmark, following the troops down.
Are you a member of the contingent itself?
Yes, I am.
But in what capacity?
As a welfare officer.
As a welfare officer?
Yes.
And what was your route from Denmark?
It was from Jutland down to Frankfurt, from Frankfurt to Cappadocia outside Naples, and after weeks of waiting, from Naples to Abu Swear.
Where did you get your equipment, your uniform and your bright blue helmets? Where did you get the bright blue helmets?
The bright blue helmets, we got them when we left Naples.